Hi there, here's a quick tutorial on how to add posts or blog postings and everything to your website. Okay, first of all, we're going to start at right at the login screen right here. So, of course, I'm using my login. You will use the one that was sent to you, which should be, well, probably already in your email or at least along with the link to this video. Okay, so we're going to just click on login now and go into the site. Now I have noticed that this site is a little slow to load in some things. It's probably due to the hosting package, just so you're aware. So if there's any slowness on this load, that is to do with the actual hosting, because we've used this kind of install with many things. So here we go. We've got a custom login page, which makes life pretty easy for you. And it's got a little bit about what you do or how you can do a few things. Click any of these links and it will take you to those specific areas. If you need some assistance, there's an email form here that you can send, and of course any further things on what we offer, just in case it's ever of use to us. All right, so that's that here. We're going to right to entering the posts and your blog posts. So over here on the left hand side, you'll see the posts section here. You've got different tabs for all the different things that happen here. I'm going to go to all posts right now, right off the bat. Take a look here. These are all the existing ones. Now you notice some things here. First of all, in the categories it says MA blog. That's a Magic Assistant blog. We created a specific category for you for one reason and one reason only, and that is just in case you decide you want to have a news section or anything like that. By creating categories, what that does is it enables you to develop specific pages for different entries depending on. It's a good thing to have setting up moving forward. Plus, it's better for searching for SEO purposes, as well as people like to see that there is a specific category as opposed to uncategorized. All right, so we're going to go to add new. Let's click that button there. Here, you'll notice it's over here to the left-hand side. There's an add new as well as on the posts add new at the top there. But either one can be used. So here's what we're going to start with. Here's some things to really that are really important to start with. Okay. First of all, your title. So this is going to be blog 1. I'm just going to call it for now. Now I'm going to continue to move over to the right-hand side. It's got page layout. I'm going to click full width. That just keeps it the same as all the other blog entries. The default goes to the sidebar. We just don't want that. By doing this way, I'm just showing you how to have it look like the rest of the pages. Now, unlike what you might be used to with regular or with your previous WordPress install, we're using a specialized builder here. It says right here, use the IS builder. It's a IS builder. Don't ask. It's a silly thing that I have in the programming. It's not a big deal. So we're just going to click that. So instead of using the regular WordPress interface down here, we're going to click that button, and it's going to create a nice little, little templated or modular builder for you. Now, to make it so that it is like all of your other blog entries, we've created a default to make life easy for you here. Okay. So what we do is we click Load from Library. It's going to open up a whole bunch of predefined layouts. Then we're going to go Add from Library because there's a special one, and right there, right in capitals, blog template. I'm going to click Load. It's going to load the blog template that we have actually created for you so that they're all consistent and the same. Here we go. So first one here, title goes here. Next one, I should probably enlarge this window so we can read this a little bit more. We don't need to see all these things right now, so I'm just going to slide this over so we can read this properly. There you go. Okay, so it's got the blog title goes here, your blog image or photo, blog content, and sidebar. The sidebar is all the information that like your previous posts, your dated, your archives, and stuff like that. We'll leave this one alone always, okay? But the ones you will change here, for instance, our title goes here. If you click on the hamburger menu or the 3 lines, that will open up the editor for that. And you just simply type your title, blog 1. There we go. If for navigation purposes you want to make it so that you can you've got what this is, go down to the bottom here and the admin label. That's the one that appears there when you're viewing. That says blog 1. I'm going to click save. Look at that. It changes the title there. So you've got the title change plus what it's labeled as for you. That's only there for just making things simple purposes and for navigation for your own. Okay, now let's go here. Go click to the hamburger menu again. This is for the blog. I have this one here as a default. You can go to upload image. You can upload different images, or you can use some of the existing ones here that are actually already in there for you. We've created a couple for you to use. Go down to the bottom, I think where I have them. Yep, I got the blog entry, the MA blog, or the picture one. I'm just going to click this one for now, just as something to look at. Boom, there it is. Save and exit again. That's now there. Then you click blog content. This is where all of your filler stuff, all your content goes. You notice the interface looks very much like the WordPress interface that you're probably used to. That's because it is. So you can do the same. You can add pictures right within here if you want. You can just add your text and stuff here, and again, save, do what you will there, and it's all set. The last thing to do before saving is going over here to the right-hand side and clicking MA blog. The MA, Magic Assistant blog, is one that is actually set up to show all of the different blog entries on your current blog page. Once that's been changed, okay, if that gets changed to a news thing or something there, or we add a new category like here, you know, if we click that button instead of the MA blog, it won't show up on that page. It'll show up in a different one that we'd have to create at that point. Again, it's just an organizational thing, but if you don't click that button, it will not show up, and you might wonder, hey, what happened? I know I entered it. That's probably the reason. It happens for a lot of people. It's just something that's gotten forgotten. At the very bottom here, you'll notice this one here in green. This is the contact one. Now the reason we have this is a call to action is what it comes down to. We want people to go to your site to say, okay, you know, we've done all this, what do we want to do next? In this case, we want you to contact you. We want them, or them to contact you. Pretty simple. Why? You know, best way to get more business, more interest in what you're doing, things like that. And that pretty much sums it up. So once you hit the publish button right there, we're going to click publish. It's going to set up that blog, save that blog as is, using all of those defaults that we did preset for you here. And as I said, this does take a little bit. It is due to the hosting, but not a huge deal. What's happening is that the hosting has got some limits on its procedural stuff if you want to get right down to it. So as you click something, it slowly goes through. It takes more memory for it to go through those steps. All right, now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to visit site. We're going to open that in a new link just so we can see that. And I will change the size of this screen so you can actually see it better on there you go. That's good. Good to show there. So there you go. And if we go, there's our blog one right there. Oh no, you notice there's a problem here. It doesn't look like the other ones. Okay, kind of did that on purpose. I'm going to show you here. Let's go back to the blog one. Yes, we saved it. What's happened? Why didn't the picture show up? Scroll down to the bottom, or near the bottom. Right over here to your right hand side, it says featured image. Select or set featured image. We go there, we scroll down to find that same picture that we just used. Where is it? There we go. Now we click it. Now we set that image. It's going to show up there now. And now that it shows up and we save that picture, that post again, or that blog entry again right there, what happens now is it now sets a featured image. Going back to the page, you'll take a look. See, all of these pictures those pictures have all been sized so that it fits nicely to the size of I guess the blog listing here for you. What I have here, and you can see, you know, I've used some of the preset ones that I created. Also, these ones here. This is using some of the pictures that you had on your previous blog entries. Nice one to do. So as long as you set a preview image, and I'll refresh this, set a preview image or a feature image. Here's what happens. It pops it really nicely in here. Bang. Now all of a sudden we're all nice and organized, just like we were before. And as you go through, you know, you can click your older entries, and you'll see a list of all the different ones that you've created. So this just quickly to go over what the page actually entails. If you look here on your right-hand side, here where it's got the search, your recent posts, recent comments, archives, and the metadata. Now I'm going to probably, before I send this to you, I'm going to let you know this is what I'm going to do. I'm getting rid of the metadata section. People don't need to know how to log into your site. That's only for you. And get rid of the recent comments. Reason being on that is I would advise to actually turn comments all off and just not ever use them. Comments, honestly, they are used so often as a way of spamming and creating backlinks for other sites that can actually harm your SEO rankings and stuff, and we don't want that. Okay, so that's just a recommendation. So that's how this all works. I hope that makes sense to you. Once you're all done, just make sure you go up to the top right, and you log out, and everything's all set. So again, hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, send me an email using that form that's on the front page as you log in. Is a great one. Thanks a lot and take care. It's great to see you with the image stop, and my tagline, gotta say it because I love it. Image is everything, and that's what this is all about. Thanks. Take care.